Yo guys, what's up? In today's video we're gonna have some fun with shotguns. One of them you already know because I used to use it in Battlefield 1. Not the legendary Model 10A, but the 12 gauge automatic, better known as the Browning Automatic 5, Auto 5 or A5. It's a recoil operated semi-auto shotgun designed by John Browning, which was a pioneer shotgun as it was the first successful semi-auto shotgun design, and it remained in production until 1998, even though service stopped in 1975 already, so it was still made for 23 years after the official end of service. John Browning designed it as early as 1898 and production began in 1902. Variants of the A5 are the Remington Model 11, Savage Model 720 and Model 745. The feed system is a 2 or 4 round tubular magazine plus 1 in the chamber. This A5 was the first mass-produced semi-auto shotgun with a nice nickname, the Humpback, which is used to describe its high rear end. Even though it's called the 12 gauge, also the 20 gauge and 16 gauge exist, but the 16 gauge was not produced between 1976 and 1987. One of the variants, the Remington Model 11, was used by rock legend Kurt Cobain, the lead singer of Nirvana, to commit suicide. The reason why it was not produced until 1902, 4 years after the design was complete, was because Winchester refused John Browning's terms, and Remington's president died of a heart attack as Browning was waiting to offer the gun design to the company. Therefore, the Belgian FN company started production in 1902, and Remington got the license for the design starting 1905, leading to the Remington Model 11. The Auto 5 was produced at FN in Belgium until the start of World War II, when it was brought back to its home, the United States of America. The other shoddy I want to showcase today is a German manufactured one, the M30 drilling or M30 Luftwaffe drilling, a survival weapon issued to Luftwaffe pilots during World War II. It was primarily issued to airmen operating in North Africa, intended for hunting and to defend against large dangerous animals. It was not a pure shotgun, but a combo of a rifle and a shotgun. It was produced between 1941 and 1942 by Sauer und Sohn for a total number of 2,456 units. For maximum versatility, the M30 featured two 12 gauge shotgun barrels on top and a rifle barrel below. The left shotgun barrel was choked for shooting slugs and the right barrel was choked for shot shells. They had to be loaded manually and worked with a blitz lock system. So this M30 was only used during World War II, but the Browning Auto 5 was also used in the Malayan Emergency, the Vietnam War and the Rhodesian Bush War. This Rhodesian Bush War was also known as the Zimbabwe War of Liberation, a part of the decolonization of Africa. It was a civil conflict from July 1964 until December 1979 in the unrecognized country of Rhodesia, later renamed to Zimbabwe Rhodesia. Three forces pitted against one another: the Rhodesian government, the Zimbabwe People's Revolutionary Army, and the Zimbabwe African National Liberation Army. For 15 years this war was fought in Zambia, Mozambique, and Rhodesia. South Africa, Israel, and Malawi supported Zimbabwe Rhodesia, while the Soviet Union, China, Libya, and Cuba supported the other two forces. China and Libya had the People's Armies back, while the National Liberation Army received support from East Germany, Cuba, Bulgaria, the Soviet Union, and Zambia. More than 10,000 of these guerrilla members were killed, about 25% of all combatants. The number of Rhodesian security forces that were killed were 1,120. The end of this war led in the end of white minority rule in Zimbabwe, Rhodesia, bringing a black majority government. Zimbabwe finally got internationally recognized for being independent starting April 18, 1980, with Mugabe as Prime Minister. A nice piece of history for the Browning Otto 5. See you on the next one, guys. Peace.